Hmm. As you may have guessed from the title, I'm pretty sure today we're going to be doing some relay satellites. Rescue is Zassy? Sassy? No. Nadin? Well, his or her name is a palindrome. Oh, summertime and the bugs are here. Tedmore? Position a satellite in specific orbit? No. Build an orbital station around the Mun? Probably not. What do they want? 8 Kerbals. Research lab. 3 scientists. I think I might have 3 scientists. Mainstay have 7,500 units of electric charge. We would get 33 science out of it immediately. I think we're going to hold off. Tempting. I do kind of want to have a orbital research facility at the Mun and Minmus, but I think we'll hold off on that. Alright. Let me tell you what we're gonna do. While we were apart, yes, I cheated on you. Let's just go from scratch. Well, let's look at R&D real quick. I did upgrade R&D so that I could spend more than 500 points, and I got the 2 best antennas, relay and direct. So with that out of the way, I think we can go ahead and position some satellites. Probably ought to start with the Kerbal relay system. Seems appropriate. Oh, how do I want to do this? Well, we're going to need probe cores. Octo 2, 1.8 per minute. Prograde, retro, radio, normal. So, well, it is 1.8, but I don't think that's going to be too big of a problem. Octo 2, Hex, we don't have Hex 2. There's another bug. Yeah, I think we'll go with the Octo 2. Is this one. Stability assist. So I think this is meant for rovers, maybe. Biome and terrain. I don't know. Now, how do we want to do this? A few different ways to do this. Let's take a look at the antenna that we're going to be putting on here, because it's going to be big. Yeah, so if we compare that to the largest fuel tank, I don't think I have a whatchamacallit. I don't think this shell will cover that. I wonder why it won't cover it. Alright, well, if we could make that work, if we so desire. I'm remembering the way I did the relays at, how was it, Ike, I think, on a previous save. Hello, Milos. How you doing? Just grabbing hallucinations. Did I? Okay, there's the probe core. Not quite sure how we want to do this. What we could do... Здравствуйте. I don't think we met, have we? It's always fun meeting new people. I'm sorry I'm not in a better mood. I was kind of hoping this would help. But you know, when it's clinical, you can only expect so much. So, I'm not quite sure how we want to do this. But I know we're going to need batteries. So let's just start putting stuff on that I know we're going to need. That's not the best choice of batteries. Alright, and oh, and I don't have the big solar panels either. That's going to be an issue. Well, what else do we need? We'll need a regular comms, but we'll skip that for now. Oh, don't worry about it. I was staring at like what games I have to play. It's just like nothing really seems good, but I do know that I want to set up some relay satellites in Kerbal, so that's what we went with. I almost played Asheron's Call, but it crashed on me, and it's just like I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, well, that won't work. I was thinking we could stack them one on... I've seen that. I think Matt Lown actually did that, where he had several child satellites that were stacked one on top of each other in a mounted on a set of girders, but I don't even have a set of girders, so that's not going to work too well. And fuel tanks are heavy, so no. What size is that? Well, we would... How much SAS torque does the... I can't even find... Oh, because I rearranged them. The Octo 2. Does it say what the torque is? No, it doesn't. It's probably good enough. If we put a torque wheel on there, small, advanced, large. There we go. That's about the right size. Put that on there. And a teeny tiny engine. That might be too teeny tiny. Let's see here. We've got 20 and an ISP of 320 versus... Well, that's a jet engine, so no comparison. Alright. So we only get a thrust to weight ratio of 1, which is not that big a deal. And we still have things to add. Do we really need the best antenna on here? No, because we're going to be at Kerbal, so we don't need the no science, so we can just use a regular smaller communitron. Oh, you're oh, I'm sorry, I missed your chat there. Thank you for saying hi. It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't think anything exciting is going to happen in 10 minutes. Do you know any good jokes? Maybe you can make something exciting happen. Oops. Let's, what? I haven't seen this before. Public broadcasting? So you can, I haven't seen that before. Is it a mod add-on? I don't think so. That's what I wanted. So we can... There we go. Put that back away. Oh, okay. We're gonna need solar panels and batteries. How much? I don't think the... Let's see, bandwidth, nits per second requires 68 electric charge per second. Which means that if it's going to be on the dark side of a planet or moon for more than an hour, wow, let me get the calculator out. So now what was it? It was 68 per second times 60 seconds times, it's probably not going to be more than 40 minutes occluded. So if we go with that, it's going to need 163,000 electricity stored. That's pretty rough. I'm curious why you can't play. It is fairly CPU intensive, so if you don't have a good CPU, that can mess things up. I'm not really sure what the RAM requirements are. It'd be nice if there were a way of folding this up. So how can I get 160? Let's see, and if we divide that, best battery I have right now is 400. If we divide that by 400, it's going to take 408 batteries. But maybe it only uses... Where did we go? It you know, now that I think, it probably only uses charge while it's transmitting. Oh, there it's set right there. When transmitting requires 68 per second. I liked Windows 7, and I was reluctant to go to Windows 10, but they're just some of the basic architecture for RAM and hardware upgrades It was just the better choice. I liked everything about Windows 7 better, but it just couldn't handle the hardware. They couldn't handle the future hardware, or even the current hardware at the time. Alright, so we are going to need... Let's see, the most it's going to... Most transmissions are less than 2 minutes long. Let's get the calculator back out again. 68.6. Kerbal. Yeah, I knew you meant Kerbal. Don't worry about little mistakes. Communication is the important thing. That's not... There we go. That's clearing. So 68 point... I already lost it. 68 point... It was 8 times 120 equals 8,000. And if we divide that by 400... So that says I need 20 batteries. And you thought your cell phone was bad. And these batteries weigh 0.02. I've had autocorrect do some strange things myself. Alright, so if we do 8 plus 8 oh, that's too many, but that's okay. What's it weigh now? Oh my god, did you see how the thrust to weight ratio really went down there? And we're gonna need some love. No, not love. We don't need love. Love. Overrated. Bad stuff. Oh, and I can't mount directly on batteries? That won't work. I can't mount them on the dish. Oh, that's a problem. I can sync the batteries inside. That would be cheating, but it's the kind of cheat I can live with. Yeah. That's not the worst problem in the world, but it's definitely a problem. If I use this delightful little... Oh, I didn't even get those centered right. Alright, and now... will this work? Possibly. 1/6. And... do I really need this many? Probably not. No, let's just go with those. Yeah, hey, it's 4:12 where I am. You must be like a minute away. Welcome, Star Slayer, stranger. I'm surprised you're awake. Only a little. What else do we need? Okay, we've got our... got our main communication, our relay communication, probe core, batteries, solar panels for recharge. Don't think we need any of this. You can believe it. Ah, do we need any experiments? I don't think we do. I do plan on putting them in a polar orbit, but I don't know, I might try a geosynchronous orbit. I'm not eager to do it, but some people think that's interesting. Oh, well, what? Yeah, I don't know. Because you said it was 2 a.m. there? Is that right? Yeah, 2 a.m. So, oops. But here it's evening, so if I streamed in the morning... Yeah, I almost streamed this morning. Stuff came up. If I had streamed this morning, it probably would have been Asheron's call. So unstable, though. Oh, I can. These are the bigger ones. These are the smaller ones. Yeah, that's too big. And that will interfere with the antenna? Not if I do it like this. Right? Dig that cool jazz, baby. Actually, even if I put them on the main thing. What else we got here? Heat, not going to be an issue. Landing, no. Maybe later. Yeah, we need a way to disconnect. I wonder... Oh, that's too big. I was thinking I could put separators or something on here. No, that's not going to work. That didn't go away like I wanted. Ba-doo-boo. This antenna is just so big that it kind of messes everything up. If I wanted to get in tight here. Oh, I might not be able to do what I want to. I'll do it this way. Maybe I'll... There we go. If I alt-click that... Will it let me alt-click that? Nope. No, I don't. Well, I'm not sure what mods I have. I've got to search for CCAN. My friend Hanyo Hime helped me set up my mods originally. I was lost. She made it easy though. There we go. And that. Okay. They're compatible. Updating repositories. Probably should have done that before I started. Let's see, it's called Scale Model? No, I don't seem to have that. Can you tell me what it does? Okay, what does that not give me? Seems like it doesn't give me the probe core. Doesn't give me the solar panels. Maybe if I alt click the solar panels. No, that's not it. It seems to get most of it right there. And if we use these, oops, I don't need 3. Really don't even need that many. That's kind of a problem, because those will be stuck there. Seems like there's got to be a better way to do that. Tweak scale. Yeah, I didn't see that either. Yeah, I don't have that, but that could be interesting. Making things fit better. Do we have, actually, if we go with the smallest one, small stack separator, because if we did something like this with something like this, we put 3 of these like this, and where'd I put that? Or I could even use not separators, but and then attach these like this. And that's not going to fit though. Almost a good idea. Barcelona, welcome. What I could do, oh no, that one won't work. There we go. What I could do is rotate these 180 degrees. It looks like they'll still overlap each other. Yeah, so when they go to separate, that'll be a problem. Plus I can't use that engine while those are there. So that was almost an idea. Just turn those right back around. We could space them out more. We could actually take them like this. Maybe. Maybe not. See, it doesn't. Oops. If we do it like this. Oh, almost. Or. Oh, I would have to reroute so that the engine is the root. I'm not quite sure how much that would stick out anyway. If I can't get it to attach to the separator, then that's a problem. Can't tell if that worked or not. No, that's not it. What's that look like? Perfect! That'll launch like a charm. I'm not sure I can undo this. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, that's ugly. I thought it would be funny to see what this looks like, but it's not so funny now, is it? Just jack the whole thing up. There we go. Whew. Fixed it. See, because it's trying to it's trying to attach the fuel tank. That's what the problem is. All right, so well, these, yeah, I guess they need to be separators rather than decouplers. Lithium ion, oh my goodness, that's older tech. I don't know. Okay. Maybe. There it is. Could do that. That'd be pretty cheesy. I'm not sure what it's actually connected to. That's connected to the, oh, it might be connected to the, yeah, I know how to find out. Put it here. I believe it's connecting to that little block. And then if we take that off, nope, that worked. So that was it. But now that doesn't want to go back on. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's right. No, that's not connecting to the wrong side. So maybe we could do this? No, because the dish is still going to stick out too much. What I did on a previous version of this was have the discs tilted. Oh, thank you for the like. It still seems like there's got to be a better way to do this. What I could do is save this under one name, open it up, save it under a second name, set the root part on the second name to be the engine, set the root part on the first one to be these struts or the separators that go on them. And then use the join. Small stack separator. No, that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is put that right there. Let's just put it away. Put that back out. There we go. Save that. Oh, I forgot to change the root. There we go. Save that as 2. And then reroute to the well, that was unpleasant, but I think we'll save that and see if we can turn this upright. No, that was supposed to be the root. That shouldn't have happened. There we go, that's about how we had it. Hey, megabits per second. Yeah, I think my stream goes out primarily in 720, or I think that's the largest size. Let's see if we can. What's this thing called? Relay 1? Except we want relay 2, and we want to merge and I don't know if this will work in triplicate or not. Let's see. No, there we go. Oh, it didn't do it in triplicate. So we could do this. It'd be horrendous trying to get it into space. We'd probably have to take one ship to get it in to the above the atmosphere, and then another ship to place it, or yeah, I don't know. That one doesn't want to connect. Maybe if I do it this way, or this way. Nope. Ask your question. I like questions because I think I have all the answers, and when I find a question I don't have the answer to, it makes me realize there's more to learn. I have never played Roblox. My kids like watching and playing Roblox, but I've never been interested in it. So I could do this. This will be horrendous to get this off the ground, and I can probably take these off now. So we could do this. I don't particularly like it. I don't think I'm going to do this. It looks like a like an announcement tower or an air raid siren tower. I'm definitely not in love with this. I think we're going to have to do this differently. If we put these too low, then it'll interfere with whatever is underneath. Put them too high. Yeah, I mean, it can be done, but it would take a lot of fuel, because if we go too fast, then we'll get too much atmospheric friction, and the whole thing will just explode before we get it out of the atmosphere. Plus it'll be creating drag, so we'll be fighting against that. So we would have to do a slow climb, almost vertically, until we got into the thin atmosphere, and then we could start our turn, which is not too far from how I tend to do things anyway. But yeah, it would be a pain in the butt. I think what we're going to do is the way that I have done it in the past. Can I get that on? Oh, that's different. Let's... Oh, because now these are the route. So I got to change the route back to, I don't know, the octo thing. If I can even click on it. There we go. That worked, except I think maybe it's upside down now. No, it's okay, it's good. Yeah, I really want them to start together, because it's so much easier to do a relay system that way. Because when they... No, it's still doing the same thing. Because that way you can get them all together. Oh, I know what to do. we'll do them a little bit low. Because if you can get them all in exactly the same orbit, and then you can just change one of them at a time, the orbit of one of them at a time, and it's a lot easier to get them in a in similar orbits, evenly spaced. Right now it's evening, daytime. That might be a problem for these solar panels. Because this thing right here is going to stay there. Oh, also, action group. Oh, I didn't do that for these. I'll have to do it separately. Alright, I think this is what we'll do though. I'll have to... Oh, it doesn't want to do that. Oh, probably because this is the route. So that's the only part that will connect. But this isn't working, so we're going to get rid of those. That's cool. Yeah, I know it's late there. You do what you need to do. Man, I needed some sleep yesterday. I was in such a foul mood. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, let's route. Oh, can I not make the stack separators the route? I guess not. I guess it's not a stack either. Alright, let's just save. We will edit the relay 2. Let's take these off. And we will make the engine. Oh, there we go. Well, that's going to be hard to click. Save that. Load the relay 1. And then merge the relay 2. And see if it will go on that. It'll go upside down. That's something, right? Let's just take a look at that for a second. See, if we didn't have to have that engine burning and other things, but yeah, we can fix this. If we can click on the right thing. Hello. know there's a piece of, there it is, fuel tank in here somewhere. Just flip that around. Alright, and then we can lower these. Oh wow, that's not set on there very well anyway. Yeah, darn it. Let's try that again. There's a spot right around here where I can get the fuel tank. There was a minute ago. And now it's gone. There we go. And oh, lost it. Click. That looks about right. That's about right. Let's lower it. Once again, if I can get the fuel tank. How did I do this before? Was I just lucky? Oh, got it right there. That's the same height. We go a little bit lower. I think I can make that work, and it feels a little too cheaty. I think that'll work. Next, if we can take these dishes and tilt them. Where's the I don't think these have a single antenna on them like this one does. I don't see one on there anywhere. Oh, there it is. All right, so this one's going to be over here, and this one's going to be over here. All right. Okay, we can make this work. Again, it'll be pretty difficult to get it off of the ground, but it'll work ish. Okay, and we don't need these stack separators on here. And that can be a regular decoupler, probably. And then we can start with the rest, I think. Is that all these need? They'll have 1,000 delta V once they're in orbit, so that'll be a little low, but hopefully enough. How much fuel is in that? Not much. And what does it connect to? That's mono? Yeah. So yeah, this is what we need. And we don't have a bigger one that can connect to that. It's kind of disappointing. Alright, well, does this fit on here? Is it shift click? It is shift click, right? Yeah, let's go up, up, up. And where's our biggest? That's that size. Okay, I don't think this will enable crossfeed. And I don't know if, I don't think I can, no, I can't put a, whatchamacallit around it. So if I use that, I'll have to empty the fuel out. But I also don't think that this is going to cover everything. No, that's as wide as it'll go. So, pointless. Good to know, good to know. Alright, big tank, big tank. Oh, there's down one down here already. Alright, oh. We need some very big not RCS, reaction wheel. And will this enable crossfeed? I don't know if it will. We gotta put an engine on here so we can test something. And then fuel delivery. Okay, that works. I don't know what those numbers mean. P10, is it priority 10? Yeah, flow priority 10. Alright, so we can do that. And by the time we get to this stage, we need to be pretty much upper atmosphere. What is this? The skipper? That might be what we use. Skiff would be a little bit better, but a little lower thrust. And how much delta V is that? Yeah, we don't need that much delta V. I don't think we need that much. I'm hoping we don't need that much. Alright, so not this big. Alright, that should be enough to circularize. But we're still going to need to get out of the atmosphere. By the time this is employed, I'm hoping it will be so high up that drag doesn't matter. Rather than that. That it? Yeah. And we're going to want something a little stronger than the skiff, so Maybe the skipper. Let's go with size here. Oh, the twin bore. This will be intended. Wait. This is intended for upper atmosphere and circularization. This one is going to be mid-atmosphere, so maybe the twin bore wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe. We've got skiff, mainsail, 1500 versus twin bore 2000, or 1866 versus 1379. Ew. So at sea level, the twin bore is clearly better. I think we have a winner, except we're going to want to twist it this way, I think. Nope, I don't want to twist it that way. Alright, well, okay, we still have a pretty good thrust to weight ratio. 6,700. Thrust to weight here is a little bit low. If we added a couple thuds to the side here. And put those in the same... Oh, wait, what am I doing? Fuel tank. So, I'm thinking... Oops! Alright, what is this? This is... fuel tank, skiff engine, so stage 2. Move these up here. And then our stage 2 is 1.36, so that's more than we need. So maybe we'll just do without. Yeah. Okay, come back down here. Couple. And big fuel. Wow, we shouldn't really need that much fuel. Right? This is going to be too much fuel. Plus, I don't have a nose cone that size. Oh, I do have a nose cone that size. And what are we going to put down here? We can use something efficient, but the skiff is 1.6 tons. Mainsail is 6 tons. Put these all together. Where are my fuel lines? Okay, so stage 5, 1.3. Burn for 14 minutes. Or I'm sorry, minute and 14 seconds. Let's try slightly. Yeah, because the 1 point. There it is again. The 1.3 is not ideal. It's a little low. So what do we have other than the skiff? We've got the mainsail and the skipper. And then I think the poodle, yeah, the poodle's going to be too small. I don't know if the skipper is the right size for these tanks. It is the right size, and it gives us a thrust to weight ratio of 1.6. So that's pretty good. We might even be able to... Oh, I didn't think about that. Forgot to do my mass and what's the other thing? Aerodynamic drag, center of drag, would that be it? Where are those tail fins? There we go. Can we put these in quadruplets? Is that gonna work? Right, that puts the center of drag way down there. So if we remount these, that looks about right. And it's still way down there. Now I don't think we're going to go full throttle. Alright, what are we missing? I think it's about ready to go. Staging. Right, kick these off. That center one is still going to go for another minute and 3/4. This one might be a problem. We might need to put a poodle in here. Poodle or skipper? But this is the skiff. Skipper. We might need to put a skipper in there. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we're going to try it this way. Alright, so staging, separate there. That engine continues to burn. When we separate here, that engine should go off. And then when we separate here, that should cause this central engine to go off. So we need... Oh wait, that goes up there. And that comes down here, right? Okay, so... Right, and... Okay, that's good. Alright, I think the staging's set. I don't know, man. We should have... Oh. That came down from 7,000. Oh, because... Well, maybe because I'm not using any of these as the... If I do it this way... Yeah, that goes up over 7, so... I think we're just gonna have to try it. I'm not gonna be doing any science. They each have communications, they each have batteries, they each have a way to redo power. Let's set actions. Put that under custom 1, toggle solar panel. And toggle solar panel. This should be good. Not doing any science, strictly communication. I think it's going to be a rough ride, but I think we're ready to go. Yeah, can't do anything there. That's done. I don't think we're going to do... Oh. Hello.
Hello.
What are you up to?
Nothing, I'm just checking something.
Oh, check away.
It's strange. I thought that you had the potato chips.
No, I don't have the potato chips. I
put
believe
them in the cupboard.
I believe they... Yeah, I think that's where I saw them. They were still in a grocery bag.
Yeah, I just checked. And the grocery bag was empty.
So it's a mystery.
It's probably Wolfgang, because he's still awake right now.
And Rose isn't here.
Unless Rose took it.
No. She was going to Brahms.
She's too short.
She could... She's the same height as Wolfgang.
She just gets up on top of the cabinet. Not the cabinet.
Yeah. All that gymnastics training paying off.
No, she's just done that since she was tiny.
Okay. We could stick one of these under here, but I don't think we're going to do that. Good luck with those potato chips.
I'm gonna go find them.
In stage 2... Okay, this is where it stops counting, so it's not counting the these separate ones. And I think I need to... If I enable crossfeed... Yeah, that goes back up. So that will be... I think that will be better. Okay. This actual flight is going to be called... And then I'll probably make them...
Rose ate an entire freaking potato chip bag.
That seems unlikely.
It's empty. Look, here's the proof.
And Wolfgang said that he didn't do it.
Yeah,
that feels
it
empty.
It could have been him, but it was by the computer and it was running up and down the halls.
Well, he was on the computer this morning. Wolfgang, where did all the potato chips go?
Well, Rose was on the computer, but then she left to go to United, so I got on. And I remember we were all eating them, but then Rose said no more. So we all left except for Rose. And when I came back in, I saw her eating them, and I was just like, well, why are you eating them? I thought you said no more.
So it sounds like you're saying that Rose ate them all.
Yeah.
You guys would save me any?
Apparently not.
I'm sad.
They are just potato chips, but you know, you're entitled to your sadness.
It's a party-sized potato chip bag. Bag. Potato chip bag. How do 3 people eat?
I don't know.
No, how do 3 people eat half a potato chip bag and then one tiny person eat a whole half a potato chip bag?
I don't know. Hunger? Greed? Yeah. Gluttony? Alright, well.
She owes me potato chips.
She does.
The Browns, like.
I know. Well, she didn't know at the time, but don't forget the door on your way out. Duh.
Wolfgang and Rose always leave it open.
I know. That's why I'm bringing it up. Okay, I think we're gonna try a blast off. Let's try a blast off. Potato chips. That's how wars are started. Let's go with some stability. Whoa, guess what I forgot to do? We could do it here, but I want to save it. Auto strut. Auto strut. Otto von Strut. Oh, I got it. You probably thought I was just making a wish. Let's see if it bounces this time. Ah, no bouncing. Alright, stability. Okay, radial out. I think we're going to go with about... There we go. What would that be? 70? Let's go up to 80%. And double check. Good, 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 good. Right? Yeah, right? Where'd it go? There we go. And whew, hope for the best. Oh, I should have twisted that, darn it. I was wrong. 30. Let's start a little bit of tilt if we can. There's another one. I tell you. We're already up to 100 meters per second. I might want to pull back on the throttle just a little bit. Oh, now we're tilting too much. Apoapsis to current altitude is not too bad. I'm a little worried about this speed getting up too high. We're not even at 10,000 meters yet. And let's... Oh! Got a little bumpy. And are we still accelerating? No, let's accelerate a little bit more. Give it just a little bit more throttle. Not too much. Whoa, what happened there? Enough with the gymnastics already. Is it the drag? It's probably the drag. Oh, that tail fin is loose. Isn't it? Maybe? Not? Alright, cut back on the throttle a little bit. We're still accelerating. Let's go back to stability control. Oh, no, does not like that. Does not like that. Nope. What do you think's wrong here? You think it's too much drag in the front? Do you think we were going too fast? Wow, we are all over the place. Oh, and our speed is up too high again. What's our altitude? 36. The atmosphere is starting to thin out a little. I'm going north. What an idiot. Alright, we're out of most of the atmosphere. Oh, God. Oh, remember when that guy said he wanted to make this a polar orbit? Pure genius. All right. Alright, so far so good. Give it a little bump in this direction. Acceleration is still good. You know what I should have done? I should have just turned that on. That is a lot of drag. Is that lift? I'm gonna throttle down a little bit. Oh, clean separation. And we're losing speed. There we go, back up again. I don't remember what the speed was when we started to topple. Let's back off on the throttle a little bit here. Drink up! I'm just gonna put relay satellites in a polar orbit of Kerbal. Then I'll probably do something similar for the Mun and Minmus. Nothing too exciting. What are you up to? Actually, this needs to... I guess it doesn't matter. We can fix the orbit once we get upstairs. No, polar orbit. So over the top. That should help avoid problems with eclipses. Not that I think there'll be that much of a problem. Alright, we can throttle up a little bit more. We're out of the worst part of the atmosphere, I think. You missed the part where we were doing somersaults. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. See if we can bring that a little closer to the pole. Alright, apoapsis is outside the atmosphere. Atmosphere is pretty thin here. Let's go with a little more aggressive tilt. Oh, thanks for the follow. We're heading to Santa's workshop. 130 on the apoapsis. Fuel is just about empty. Alright, let's cut the throttle. That was awfully loud. And then ease out of there. Let's see, we're in space. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more aggressive on our orbit. AP is continuing to rise, which I'm not entirely happy about. I have not. We just watched that Apollo program on CNN last night, and that made me think about doing an Apollo style. But I mean, the gravity is so much easier with Kerbal and the Mun. And I also noticed, at least the way they showed it, was that their return trajectory was very aggressive. I usually am not nearly that aggressive. Of course, they were going for direct re-entry. I usually do a periapsis that's either in orbit or in high altitude. Try to do some braking before I go for a final re-entry. Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's so inspiring. And it was, I had to laugh a little bit though, because there was one point where they were reading off heart rates, and I think it was before the lunar lander actually landed, and Neil's heart rate was 158, and it was like, oh my god, he must have been terrified. Or, you know, like Jebediah, extremely excited. I don't mind a high orbit for these, because the higher your orbit, the more clearance you get. But I'd like to have a nice circular before we finish this fuel off. Oh, I love Kerbal Engineer. And I don't think that's going to be a problem. We still got 2600 Delta V on this stage. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to our time to apoapsis. Let's tilt up a little bit. Still trying to correct that northerly inclination. Yeah, it's really just, you know, what were we trying to accomplish? I don't know how much more there was to do on the moon other than just colonize. And other than pure science, it's kind of hard to justify. But you never know. You never know. I mean, we might have been to the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, well, no, there's still travel time involved, but you know, if we had worked on living in space and making the space flight more efficient for travelers. How's the fuel? Pretty good. Oh yeah, it's good. It's hard to speculate. It's also kind of funny how in our country we ignore the progress, you know, the milestones that the Russians set before us because it's so competitive. All right, how are we doing on fuel? Ah, we're looking good. So now I need to figure out what, well, I guess I could do inclination. Inclination 89.4. It's pretty good. I'm not even sure which direction we would need to go to improve that, but we'd need to do it at the equator. I don't have any RCS on here. If I do a rendezvous with Skylab, or set up a rendezvous with Skylab, relative inclination 89.4, and then we have our descending node in front of us. So if we set up for normal, actually if we set up for anti-normal right now, we can probably just about flatten that out to 90 degrees. All right, let's just give it a little bump here. No, that's going the wrong way. Maybe we're just too far out of that. Oh, because we're closer to the ascending node, that's why. Alright, so we'll go with... No, that doesn't make sense to me. Alright, well, let's see what this does. Alright, 89.4... 89.45... I guess I could give it a little more gas. Yeah, I need to figure out... I'm hoping that setting up relays at the Mun and Minmus will fix those error messages. 89.6. Give it a little more throttle now. 89.8. 89.9. Cut the throttle and we'll go back to light throttle. 94, 95, 96, 97. Oh. 9.9, or 89.99 I should say. I don't think it's... Maybe we can get right on the money. 89.999. Alright, 90.00017 degrees. So, it's fairly polar. Let's go back to prograde. And again, how high do you think we want to set this? This is 160. If we go with 300, we'll get a lot of clearance. Because at this state, from here to, you know, we've got 4, so we almost don't have line of sight at 90 degrees. Oh, we don't. Alright, so I think we want to do at least 300. So let's move up to the PE. We'll blow the AP out to 300. I'm thinking that won't even be enough though. But until we get it more circularized, we won't really know. $200. not being aggressive enough. And it doesn't need to be precise either. So there's 300, 305. Let's warp around here. Actually, to about here, I think. Time to apoapsis, 33 seconds. Alright, let's... 29 seconds and hold. Okay, now it's going up. There's 200 on the periapsis. Still counting down, but slowly. On time to apoapsis. 220. Cool, haven't had any drop frames yet. Just got a new modem, so trying to figure out what kind of hiccups it's going to give me. At 305 and 303. Now, if we take a straight line and go from the 90-degree to the... Yeah, that's still not quite. Let's go ahead and go up to 400. Make sure we're okay on fuel. I think we're okay on fuel. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be good. Oh, I should have made a note of our orbital period. 51 minutes and 54 seconds. Time to apoapsis is 3 minutes. Let's shrink that a little bit. Alright, 90 seconds, a little less. Oh, the time's counting up instead of down. So let's get a little bit closer. Everything looks good there. One minute to apoapsis. Alright, still counting down. Obviously not at full rate, but it's like 2 or 3 seconds per second, or 1/3 of a second per second, I guess I should say. Oh, there's 350 on the periapsis. Orbital period is 54 minutes. Trying to use a straight edge here. Alright, that should give us pretty good clearance quarter to quarter. .380, 16 seconds to apoapsis. It's going to work out pretty nicely. We're stuck at 14 seconds. I think I'm going to have to cut throttle here and get a little bit closer. I use the same technique typically when I'm doing inclination changes. .402. Wow, that is very circular. And our orbital period is 55 minutes and 56 seconds. Can I adjust these? I can. That's good. Alright, in each stage... Well, it's not even going to show what the delta V on these are, I don't think. Separate to there. If I add one in here and put this, or if I put that there, then, oh, it doesn't say stage 2, stage 0, stage 1, so stage 1 will be, okay, so each of those should have the same thing. Now stage 1. Oh yeah, 1375. Alright, so what I can do here... Oh, I didn't set the... No, oops, darn it. I didn't think about this before. I didn't set the decouple force to 0, which is what I did mean to do, but I did not do that. So there's a possibility that everything could just blow up. Alright, we're in prograde, which means that everything will have a slightly different inclination, but should have the same orbital velocity. Okay, so orbit, oh, 56 minutes now, and 410 and 402, whatever. So where is, so the apoapsis is over here. Got a couple different options. I think the way that we're going to do this, where is the ship now? Is it over here? It's over here. So we can actually set for retro and Anyway, I think what we'll do is, after we fix this, that's not the thing, that's the thing. That's a little more circular. I think what we'll do is release at the AN, because the AN will give us a nice marker to go by. Then we'll take, well, we'll release before then. Then at the AN, we'll take one of the ships, do a retro burn so that it has an orbital period that's 3/4 of this orbital period. So I have to do math. Let's see. 56 times 0.75 equals 42. So we'll set do a 42-minute I heard a siren. 42-minute orbital period, and then once it comes back around to the same point, bring that up to a 55-minute and 55-second orbital period. At that point, we'll be matching the semi-major axis, and that's where we will be really coordinate, because I don't know why it's just easier to aim for the semi-orbital period rather than or semi-major axis rather than the orbital period, and it works out the same way. So I'm looking at 100. Is this pen writing? Yes. 2394. So I don't have to keep switching back and forth between craft. And then 55 minutes and 55.457 seconds. Plus they'll still have fuel left over if I need to make corrections later, but ideally we won't be making any corrections ever, because there's not that much time in the universe. So we're set for prograde. That's good. Where are we now? We're here. Well, then we should be able to go ahead and separate. And the way these all have engines, right? Okay. Alright, so we will drag these down here, and then we should be able to separate, and hopefully nothing will explode. F5 maybe? I'm not sure what just happened. Did they not let go? Or did something else happen? Right, we'll keep that F5, and I'm going to stage again. And, well, actually, if I look at this, it says decouple, so it didn't decouple yet. Let's try again. There we go. It looks like that changed their speed a little bit. So a 0 would have been better on the separation force. Alright, it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see what happens when we get over here. Oh man, they are... Wow, that looks very far away. But we should... It still looks like pretty much one circle or one orbit, unless you get really close and then you can see the strands. So that's pretty good. All right. Oh, it's not letting me. Are we still warping? Nope. But I can't use the bracket to switch. Switch to retro. Oh man, I need to hit 1 is what I need to do. There we go. Okay, we're set up for retro. It shows we're set up for retro, and we've already passed our target. No, we haven't. Yeah, we have, but don't worry about it. All right, orbital period. Oh, the engine's not. So this one's going to be a little rough. Orbital period of 42 minutes is what we're looking for. Something's wrong because retro is backwards. It seemed that way. That was weird. Are we gonna run out of fuel? We got 2 minutes to burn. So 1 minute each way. 49, 48, 47. That should be about right. Okay, so then we need to set it the other way and warp around. If we control from here, aha, but now we want to set it for prograde because, yeah, all right, so no, what we need to do is come here where we just made our, is this us? And that's where we diverged. So we're going to add a maneuver here and prograde. And just for an estimate, so just about like that. So 200, and we should have plenty of fuel. So this is not going to be as precise as I would like. In order to get that there, I think this needs to come down a little bit maybe. And then maybe back up a little bit. And then that should be about right. So that'll give us a pretty good estimate. I'm going to let this float around for a little bit while I run to the restroom. Boom, doop, boop, doop, doop, ding. And we'll be back shortly. think we're ready. Let's see if we're ready. Where are we? We're up here. And we need to be over here. Alright. I think if we time warp to here, we can probably figure it out. Oh. I hadn't stopped to consider that. When I made the orbital period with 3/4, that put the periapsis back inside the atmosphere. Whew. All right. So, where was that quick save? Was it before the separation, I hope? Yeah. Okay. So where are we now? We are here. That was 58 kilometers for the periapsis. Do we have enough fuel to go for 500? We can try it. Oh, I'm looking at it from the other side. Gonna confuse myself. I guess I could have gone to the AP instead of the PE. It's alright, that's alright. Alright, we're lined up. There's 500. Let's warp around here. How are we looking on fuel? Oh, looks like we barely touched the stuff. I don't have a fuel problem. I can quit anytime I want. Alright, time to apoapsis, 1:40. We'll wait till we get to a minute. Why wait? Still looking good on fuel? Yeah, we just looked at it. Right. Alright, the time to apoapsis is starting to count up instead of down. I think we need to get even closer. It's still counting down and the periapsis is counting up. Oh, we might run out of time. Give it a little more bump on the throttle. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Covering the cutoff. .506 is the target. .506 400 actually. That's pretty circular. Now, if we... let's quick save again. And I wish there were a way to change this separation force. Yes? Yeah, while you were sitting on the couch laughing at YouTube. Or Discord or whatever it was.
All 3 dogs are in the front yard.
Oh.
They're
Oh.
running about on the street.
Oh.
They were just the last 15 minutes, like when I just caught them.
Okay.
Now.
Thank you.
And then the dog.
Did you make sure that the gate?
All the doors were closed, and I panicked when I saw the dogs out because I thought they were being ninjas or something.
Did you make sure that the gates closed out there? It could be that Rose let him out, but she would have said. She would have noticed. That can't be it. I don't know what the problem is.
They
Okay.
could have just jumped it somehow.
They could have. They have the ability. Just
But that door's closed to your bedroom.
no, not that one. I meant the gate on the
Oh yeah. Well,
on the fence.
that all the time. It's probably hard now.
Maybe. Anyway, I wish there were a way to change the force on these. Alright, that's these. And we are prograde. Let's go ahead and just hit F5. Let's go ahead and separate. Well, hello, Wolfgang. And then we can change to one of these other ones. I also wish you could change the name without going back to the tracking station. Verbose simulation log? I don't even know what that means. Let's see. Oh, rename vessel. There we go. Let's call this one Beta. And we're going to need to activate this, make sure throttle's down, activate the engine, and use the AP, but I think I would rather use the ascending node, because that shouldn't change. That should be right at the equator every time. It'll give us a nice easy target. Alright, let's go with prograde. Just make sure we're charged up. Oh, and let's control from here. Control point default? Alright, so it's pointed the same direction as the mothership. Alright, so if we get up here, if I set up a maneuver, it won't tell me what my change in orbital period is. Or my change in... what's the other thing? Semi-major access. Suppose if I had a little more math skill, I could figure it all out from the AP and PE. Although... it would, once the ship actually gets to the maneuver node, the time to periapsis would indicate how accurate this is. Because if it was 42, if it was 21 minutes to periapsis, then that would be a nice 42-minute round trip. But we're just not going to know till we get there. And I think it was on the last one, it was like an 18-second burn. Is that right? I'm not even sure. Alright, let's go with retro. And let's warp up to here. And I'm assuming my orbit is still the same. Oh, no, it's not the same. Oh. I need to write that crap down, because that is different. And my target time will be different too. Whew. It's pretty bad, pretty bad. Alright, so semi-major access. And time is 51 seconds. Yeah. So I guess I should have checked that before the separation so I could have made it a more even number. But it doesn't have to be perfect either. Alright, so 65 minutes basically. Yeah. Back to the calculator. 65 times 0.75 equals 48.75. So I'm going to go with a target of 48 minutes and 40 seconds. I could just do it this way. I can't. Oh, that would be half. So if I wanted to do that in quarters, it'd be a little harder to do. Oop. Okay, so 8, 3, 5 equals 48. So I'm going to say 48 minutes, 38 seconds is our ideal 3/4 time. I don't remember, what was it before? 55 minutes? Oh, that was the total. And then 42. So it was 42 minutes. So now it's 48 minutes and 38 seconds. Let's see how that works out. How close are we? 17 seconds. Let's fire it up. Get that down to 48 minutes and 38 seconds. At least the number is going down this time. There's 48. Oh, I hit the wrong freaking button. I hit C instead of X. I hate when that happens. So we can correct this fairly quickly. Yeah, that'll work. All right, and we're already oriented prograde, so we should be able... How long was that burn? I'm not sure. Let's jump back around here. And our target time again will be 1 hour, 4 minutes, 51 seconds. Get a little bit closer. 1:4:51. And that's about 90 degrees, so let's go. 1:4:51. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, a little too much. I should actually... Did I... No, I didn't do it precisely. So if I go here, switch to... Oh, yeah, it was the semi-major axis. 106, 406, so that one's different. 51, 296. That's not the main one, though. 51, 168. Alright, so I can just make the other one the target. Where is it now? There. And 2-1. Oh wait, 2-1. Oh, now it says 2-1-3. It was 2-1-2 a second ago, wasn't it? Alright, 106, 438, 106, 430. Alright, well, rinse, repeat. Let's do the next one. And I suppose it could be done anywhere, but knowing where you do, I guess if it would be wherever your apoapsis is. Activate engine, throttle down, throttle is down. Activate engine, control from here. Alright. Solar panels out. Not that we're low on power, but let's look at the map. Let's create a rendezvous point or rendezvous target. And we want to switch to retrograde. And let's get up here. I should check to see how much fuel was left over on that one. So our target, 4838. Time to ascending node, 47 seconds. We'll get a little bit closer. See if I can cover the right cutoff this time. $22 seconds. All right, let's go. 4838, covering the cutoff. Oh, so close. What is the periapsis? 119? I didn't even check last time, but we didn't wander into the atmosphere on our trip around, so not too worried about it. Fuel level? It's good. Fuel level's good. All right, and our apoapsis is the same target. So, I did not pay attention. We went at 22 seconds. So that should be fine. We can do the same thing again. Covering the cutoff, covering full throttle, and at 22 seconds to apoapsis. Wake me up. And 1451 is our target. It's a lot of numbers to remember. Here comes 22 seconds. One 451. And then we can try to get a little more precise than that. 2, 3. Oh, 4. Coming up on 51. Oh, too much. We are going to throttle or thrust limit. If we can get 0.213, 0.211. Should we try to get a little more accurate? Why not? Ah, 214. There we go, 213. So that's matched. Oh, I should have shut the engine down to avoid problems. And thrust limit 0. Let's do that with the other one as well. It should be... there should be one right here. Did I just do the same one twice? No, that's not it. That's not what happened. Where is the other one? There should be one up here. Okay, we didn't rename this one. Let's go ahead and rename it. We just added delta to it. Is there a fly in here? I thought I felt a buzzing. Rendezvous. What is this, Kerbal? If we do this, we should be able to switch to it. Alright, so we can thrust limit 0 and shut down the engine. And if we look at the map, oh, it's in the same place. So I should have done 2 revolutions, is what I should have done. How much fuel do we have? We have enough. Plus, it's lighter now. So, that was good practice. That's what that was. Okay. Set up for retro. Change our target. Warp around to here. My goodness. Target time is 48:38.
I just saw Willie on our top floor. That makes a difference.
I'm sorry, you saw what?
I guess William is just more of a day cat than a night cat because you never see him when it's dark outside, but he was just on the porch.
I saw him this morning, so
Still
He's not too far off.
Yeah, chills.
Probably spends more time at Melissa's because she is the cat house.
Cat house.
Actually, you shouldn't say it. Cat house actually means something else.
Okay.
don't.
Demonetization.
Well, not so much that, but I don't want you telling people that Melissa's house is the cat house because it means like prostitution house.
Okay.
So, but that, which is why I think it's fun to say because I'm an idiot like that. Right, the engine's active and 100%. Time to ascending node. Oh no. Oh, time to go. We're looking for a target of 4838. Covering the cutoff. Oh, almost didn't pay attention. There we go. That's pretty good. All right, so then we switch to prograde and then fly back around. So now the apsis. We'll go at I think 40 seconds to apoapsis. 35. '40's probably better. Target time 1451. There's 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Oh, 1, 451. So we're very close. But all right, 1, 4. 51 2.13. Oh, so close. There we go. And get back in there. Set that to 0. Shut that down. Then we'll take a look at the big map, and we should have these okay, so this is beta. I was a little bit confused there. They're not quite, well, maybe they are 90 degrees. No, that's not 90 degrees from that. It's hard to tell exactly because that would be maybe maybe for our third one, would we be better off making the time longer? Add 25%? Or do the 3 revolutions thing? It's a tough choice. Very tough indeed. And these aren't quite as evenly spaced as I'd hoped they'd be, but I don't know. Well, then again, if you look at the distance between here and here, and maybe they're not that far off. Alright, let's grab the next one. I think this is the main one. No, it's not the main one. Let's fix some things. Rename. Gamma. Control from here. Engine active. Solar panels out. Burp. Roger, go on burp. Set target. And then the ascending node. See where we go. We're already set for retro. Up here, there we go. Time to equatorial AN. "48 minutes, 38 seconds. Our target time. That's pretty. And here we go. Oh wow, it's 6:30. 48 minutes, 38 seconds. There, I was looking in the wrong place. "50, 48, 49, there's 40, wait, 40, 48, 38, so we went a little too far there. That should work. Alright, so we need to make 3 revolutions. So let's go to here. Then let's go to here. Then let's go to here. And we should be fairly evenly spaced out. Target time, 1 hour, 4 minutes, 51 seconds. Come up. How far are we from the, there's we go, 4 minutes. I should put it at about 2 minutes. 90 seconds. And we are set to prograde. And we are 45 seconds to the equatorial ascending node. Target time again is 1 hour, 4 minutes, 51 seconds. Right here. There's 1 hour, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And target time again, 51 seconds. it's going to be, target is 51 point, oops, got a whole second to go, 0.213. There we go, 213. Thrust limit 0. Shut down engine. And the last one is the main one. Those seem pretty good, but this one seems to have come ahead a little bit. No, that's delta. That's beta. That's the primary or the mothership. It's just behind the periapsis, and this is well before the apoapsis. I don't know, it just seems a little off. If we set this as target, we should get like a phase angle, I think. Phase angle 270, that's about right. If we set this one as target, phase angle 180. If we do this one, phase angle 274. So it's a little bit off. Wait, this one was 270. Oh, negative 270. This one's positive 274. So this one came out a little bit ahead. So let's switch to this. It's got almost exactly the same orbital period. So if we look at beta 264, gamma 85, so we're about 5 degrees out of phase. 74, and that one's 6 degrees. Okay, 5 because it's 0.9. So I think we need to slow down a little bit here. Or speed up. Looks like we might need to speed up a little bit. So how are we going to do that? Let's see. 360 degrees divided by 5. Oh, this should be easy. I shouldn't even need a calculator for this. 72. That's not what I wanted to do. 360. And we're behind, right? Yeah. So we need to catch up 5 degrees. Times 0.95. Nope, that's not what I want to do. What do I want to do? I want to take off 5% of the orbital period. So what was it? So it seems like we want to set it for 61 minutes, 40 seconds, about. Alright, so let's set as target. Where are we now? We're here. Is that... do we really have the same orbital period? 1, 4, 51, 2, 1... yeah. It's the same. Alright. Set for retro. And I believe this engine... oh, this is the wrong one. Damn it. Oh, I do need to match that one though. This one is a little bit shorter on the orbital period, but that's okay, we can fix it. Let's thrust limit this to about 50, I think. There we go. There's the ascending node. Set for retro. One hour, 1 minute, 40 seconds. Time to... right, 1 minute. And I don't know what my acceleration rate will be with this one. Retro. 1 hour, 1 minute, 40 seconds. Right about there. Alright, and so we didn't even quite make it to the AN. We're still... where is it? Oh, we did pass it. We just passed it. Alright. Come back around. We'll go for prograde. Ooh, I wonder if we can get the precision that we're looking for. 10, 24 seconds. Four, 43. $50. Oh, too far. I was being careful. Not careful enough. Alright. The engine, she's too powerful. Ah, 214. I'll have to bump it up a little bit more, try to... It's close enough, right? I'm going for 213. Darn it. Berg. Didn't we just do this? It's going to be one of those things. Got it. All right. Let's close the engine. There we go. 0 and shut down. And deploy. Frill. Whatever you call that. Alright, so now we should have a perfect. Actually, that looks like it's too far ahead. It totally looks like it's too far. What the? Are you telling me it was right the whole time and now it's 5 degrees ahead? Or did I go the wrong direction? Maybe I was looking at it from the wrong side. 72? Yeah, I went the wrong way. Or something. Hello. Frick.
I'm dinner. You're streaming, but I'm gonna take the kids up to eat dinner, I guess.
Cool.
You've never looked at Justin's tablet?
Yeah. Well, yes and no. But I'm going to wrap things up. So this is looking pretty good. I'll adjust this another time. But for now, that's going to be it. We set out what we set out. We did what we set out to do. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm really trying to say is Kevin Nealon's good at comedy. All right. We'll see you guys next time. I did the wrong thing.